Hello everybody, good morning to you all. Lael, Mendy, Jory, Shane, David, Top 10, welcome to the stream guys. Hope you're all doing well. Top 10 shorts, the reason why it's smooth has nothing to do with my PC. Well, it has very little to do with my PC. The reason why it looks good is because I'm outputting in 1440 and I have my bitrate around 15,000 kilobits per second. That's why it looks smooth on your end. The only other thing I would say to make WoW Classic look smooth, maybe I can find it here, go into your render scale and turn your render scale all the way up to 200%. It defaults at 100%, which depending on the resolution you're playing in is not always great. But yeah, a potato attached to a CRT monitor could run WoW Classic. So it's really all about the output settings and the render scale as far as making it look smooth. Be Sad Dog, good morning. Jess, welcome to the stream. A couple of housekeeping items as we wait for the boat. I was able to craft a heavy shot. So now we have an entire ammo pouch full of heavy shot. We also have an 8-slot ammo pouch now. That's an upgrade over the 6-slot that we had before. So that's good. I also went to Stormwind and I trained two-handed swords. I trained everything at Stormwind. We still have to train at Ironforge, but I figure we'll have opportunity to do that at some point. So yeah. Cheetah, if you're on a 2K monitor, you might be capped where you're at. You can check it, but I'm playing on 1920 by 1080, so that's why I can crank mine all the way up to 200%. But you can take a look. Yeah, WoW Classic doesn't look old because of the way it was built, because of the way the engine is. It upscales very nicely to higher resolutions. And that's because, you know, instead of making the game try to look realistic, they chose a very distinct art style, and it just upscales really, really well. And don't fall off the boat. Let's just, yeah, it's a mantra now. We have to repeat it. Don't fall off the boat. Don't fall off the boat. Don't fall off the boat. As long as we're not stuck to the side of the boat, I don't see us having any problems. I've never fallen off the boat when I'm safely on the boat. Yeah, it helps that it's stylized. Exactly, exactly. If they had gone for like a realistic looking art style, it probably would not have aged well. But when you pick something that's more artistic, it can age really well. You basically don't want to go for realism if you want your game to like last the test of time. Think about like Zelda games and stuff, how they like, even if you look at like Zelda Wind Waker, it still looks good today. John, good morning. Crater, good morning to you as well. Welcome guys. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy BlizzCon day. Yep, looking forward to BlizzCon later, G13. Me too. We are going to be watching the WoW panels today. So the first WoW panel is at 4:30 p.m. my time. So we'll have our typical stream here during the day. We'll play hardcore. I will pop off around 3 o'clock my time, and I'll be back on about 4:15 my time. And we will settle in to watch the 4:30 panel. And then we'll either hang out or we'll just pop off and be back around, I think it's 6:30 my time for the second WoW panel. So we have 2 WoW panels today. I am not going to be watching all of BlizzCon because quite frankly I don't care about any of their other games. But we will be watching the WoW stuff. Let me make sure I have the schedule right. BlizzCon schedule. Let's get off the boat. We don't need to ride the boat back and forth. That's the in-person schedule. Let's check out the virtual schedule. Yeah, 4:30 my time, and then 6:30 my time. World of Warcraft What's Next is at 4:30, so I'm assuming that's going to be retail stuff. I'm assuming the WoW What's Next is going to be talking about 11.0. Well, it'll probably talk about Dragonflight a little bit too, unfortunately. And then at 6:30 is WoW Classic What's Next. So that's the one that we're really interested in. Marson, good morning. James, good morning to you as well. Welcome, guys. Any updates on the Wrath Pally? I've played it a little bit. I have a recorded video that I haven't put up yet. I believe I'm like level 78 now. I'm kind of waiting to see what we hear about Wrath on at BlizzCon. And that will determine like how much Wrath I want to play and exactly what my plans are depending on what we hear about Wrath and about Kata and about all that stuff moving forward. But yeah, for leveling the Pally, it's going to be a recorded series. You know, for the next couple levels. We only have a couple levels to go. Once the Pally is level 80 and we start doing like Heroic plus stuff, I would be down to do a couple streams doing that kind of stuff with you guys. But I'm not going to stream any of the leveling journey for Wrath. I feel like watching like the Wrath leveling in a stream is kind of boring for people. It's kind of boring for me. It's more enjoyable to me as a recorded series.
Greetings.
So I'm going to finish the leveling up that way.
Go in peace.
We have a lot of room in our quest log. I'm just going to grab everything. Sven, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the only other Blizz games I ever really cared about, I cared about StarCraft when StarCraft was a game that they had. And I liked Heroes of the Storm when they were supporting that. But since StarCraft no longer exists and Heroes of the Storm is dead, I really don't care about Overwatch. I don't mind hearing about the Overwatch stuff like after the fact. I'm not interested enough to watch it live. I don't have any dogs in that fight. I don't really care if Overwatch 2 is good, bad, or ugly. Doesn't really matter to me.
Pleased to meet you. Daylight's burning. Right.
Alright, the cool thing is we picked up a couple of fishing quests right away, so I'm gonna work on these for a bit. We'll do a little bit of fishing, and we'll give people time to come into the stream. We'll hang out for a little bit before we really get going here. Let's see, we'll put you here. Let's equip our fishing rod. Should I buy like a fishing thing? Yeah, fish vendor. Oh, you're not what I want though. I want to buy like a fishing bauble. I will buy your fish recipe.
Be careful.
I need like a bauble or something to put on my fishing rod. Lael, you ran a few Gamma dungeons last night. They're not really hard compared to Mythic Plus. Fair. I haven't done any Mythic Plus. I don't think I've ever done a single Mythic Plus dungeon in my life, so... The time trial aspect of it never ever interested me even a little bit.
Safe travels.
So I basically, as soon as Mythic Plus came out in Legion, I basically stopped doing 5-man content. So there was never a time when I liked it, there was never a time when I even did it, so... there's no basis of comparison for me, is what I'm saying. Gamma is like Mythic 0. Yeah, cool. means absolutely nothing for me. I will tell you the same thing is probably true in Mythic as is true in Gamma dungeons. Is that unless you're healing, it's not hard. It's never going to be hard. Play a healer and then you might see an increase in difficulty. Ooh, we got a little bit of lag already this morning. I can see YouTube is just gonna cherish our stream today and shower love on us. Because we are already getting hit by lag. Let me change a couple things here. Pop my bitrate down a little bit. Fun times. Thank you, YouTube. There we go. Maybe that'll sort itself out while we fish. I guess if we're going to have lag, I'd rather have it while I'm fishing and not while I'm doing anything else. To be fair, this lag is all on YouTube's end. The Isofix is annoying if you're a caster? No, it's not, because what you do as a caster is like 90% of people just stand in it. It's not that it's annoying. 90% of people will just mainly stand in it most of the time, and then it's up to the healer to keep them alive. It's like the affixes and the difficulty increase in the Gamma, the Beta, the Alpha dungeons. Like, doing those is what convinced me to stop healing in this game forever. Because there's no increased difficulty for anybody. When they increase the damage and the health of monsters, there's no increased difficulty for any player except the healer. Why is that, you ask? Well, because a tank is going to keep tanking, DPS are going to keep DPSing, and the only thing that's going to change is the fight's going to go on longer, and people are going to take more damage. Who has to deal with that? The healer has to deal with that. Nobody else in the group has to deal with it. When the only way to increase difficulty is to increase damage and increase mob HP and have shit that people can stand in on accident, the only person affected as far as feeling the difficulty of the dungeon is the healer. That's it. And so I'm never going to heal in this game again in any version of the game because it's stupid. It's stupid that the onus of responsibility for harder difficulty falls entirely on the healer. Anti, good one. that could have gone any which way. I'm glad it went into a PG direction. Yeah, and either way, even if you're a DPS that tries to move out of that ice mechanic right away, you're still going to take a couple ticks. It's designed so that you're going to get hit by it at least a little bit while you try to move out of it. And while you're getting hit by it, it's only the healer that has to pick up the slack. The tank doesn't have to do anything different. You don't have to do anything but move. Like, it's the healer that has to keep you alive. It's the healer that has to keep the tank alive and themselves alive while dealing with the ice and all the other mechanics that are going on. So I think it's a poor way to add difficulty to a 5-man. Yeah, no one runs old content in WoW anymore. Like, you're not going to find a lot of people that are running Nax. You're not going to find a lot of people that are running Ulduar. It's just not how the game is anymore. Back in actual Wrath, like when it originally came out, my guild cleared all the raids every week. We cleared everything. And if your tune didn't need anything from the run, you just brought an alt. But we cleared all the raids every single week for the entirety of the expansion. And we raided 3 nights a week to accomplish that. These days, you probably would only have to do 2 nights a week. You can probably clear all of it, but when we were doing 25-man stuff, you know, we had people we had to train up. We had people who had issues. So we did 3 days. We cleared everything from front to back, and that allowed people to get their alts geared up. It allowed us to bring new people into the guild who did not have gear, because we knew, like, hey, we're gonna do the Nax run. We pull some newbies in. We throw all the gear at them. We get them geared up, and that's how we did it. But I don't think anybody does it like that anymore. These days, people just want to do the new content, and that's all they care about. It's like, you know, it's probably harder to find groups for, like, Beta Rune Alpha than it is for Beta Rune Gamma. Because basically, at this point, like, nobody's running the older stuff. Yeah, we have 2 fishing quests right now. We have 2 quests that we can complete. Only one of them shows up here, which is weird. The groupers, yeah, we have groupers and we have gafferjacks. And the gafferjacks kind of suck. I believe it's a pretty low drop rate, but we'll see if we can get it done. We're just having all kinds of lag today. Oh boy, I hope it sorts itself out for later. This is not a lot of fun. I've never had my bitrate dip like this twice in such a short period of time. Is my internet on the fritz? My internet does not ever go on the fritz. My internet either is in or out. My internet does not go out. My internet is not on the fritz. I run a continuous ping to Google, and if I drop even a single packet, I will be able to see it. So no. None of the bullshit lag issues that we get in the streams, the only time it's ever been on my end is when my internet has gone completely out. Any of the lag issues are not on my end. It's on YouTube's end. It's on their ingestion server. So, yeah. I run a continuous ping, so I can see if I drop any packets, I can see if I have any issues on my end. And I've never once noticed anything that coincides with YouTube lag. It looks like we're balancing out now. No, I have immaculate internet that either works or it doesn't. Siri, happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. We haven't got a single gaffer jack. I don't think I completed this last time I tried it. And we might not complete it this time either. If I get all of my groupers and I don't have any gaffer jacks, I don't know if I'm going to keep it up. We'll see. David, do you think YouTube is under a big load because of BlizzCon? Yeah, I mean it could be. That's a real thing. Well, whenever it's a weekend or prime time and like more people are streaming on YouTube, YouTube usually sucks for streaming. And evenings and weekends are typically where we encounter the most lag. So yeah, I could see that maybe they're having some problems. I don't know. I mean, opening ceremony is not for several hours yet.
See you soon.
I don't think. I think opening ceremony was at like 2 o'clock my time. Alright, yeah, I think I'm done with that for now. Maybe we'll go back to it, maybe we won't. Let's put our sword back on, and let's go get some of the other quests.
Peace be with you.
I wonder if I should leave some of the higher level stuff. I should focus on grabbing some of the low level stuff.
How may I help?
Ra, good afternoon, man. Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream.
What brings you here? Till next we meet. Greetings. Good luck, friend.
Karen, good evening. We just got started. We just did a little bit of fishing, so you haven't missed much of anything.
Goddess watch over you.
What can we expect out of the opening ceremony? I'm not gonna watch it. I'm assuming there aren't gonna be any like actual announcements or much of anything in the way of news during the opening ceremonies. I assume opening ceremony means ceremony.
What can I get for you today? Be good.
Elune adore. Farewell.
What brings you here? Darnassus. Ishnuala.
Buffalo Bill, good afternoon. Maybe one of you guys will watch the opening ceremony and just let us know if anything important is said. I have to imagine that any of the important, exciting bits will be broken out into their individual panels, and that we won't hear a lot otherwise. But I don't really know. I've never watched an opening ceremony, so I don't know what they talk about or what they do.
Hi, how are ya?
are ya?
We can smelt some other stuff now. That's good. Let's do our copper and tin. We could then probably turn that into some bronze. Although I don't know if we need to do that. I don't know if we need bronze. We actually still need copper. We could do... It's hard because, like, copper bolts takes copper bars, and I need copper bolts to make things like copper modulators, but copper modulators also take copper bars, so if I make a bunch of bolts, I'm not going to have the bars. And I can't do math well, so, like, that part of engineering is kind of confusing me. Let's try to make a few of them here. I'll make 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't know if this is going to work out. Yeah, like, okay. And then I can make 4 of these. I'm mainly trying to get skill ups. Oh, I do need to make a scope for my gun, though. Let's do that before I do anything else. Okay, there we go. The opening ceremony will be everyone congratulating each other about the Microsoft buyout. Yeah, like a big old circle jerk. Good times. We're so awesome. We did so good selling out. Oh yeah, come here, bring it in. Yeah. I guess that's probably what it's like. Alright, so I think the first stuff we're going to do, we're going to go up to Bashellaran. We're going to do his quest. We're going to look for Striders on the way, and then we have to head down to the south and do the Fall of Ametheron once we've completed his quest, because he'll send us down here too. And we'll just try to work on everything in level order. I should probably call my pet out. That would be really, really smart. Vladislav, good evening, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Lots of animal activity. Must have been chasing somebody. Level 13 Night Elf. Good luck, buddy. Opening ceremony will be Metzen talking. I'm sure he will speak at some point, yeah. I can't imagine it would be like the Metzen show, like where it's like all Metzen. I don't really know if I need to hear Metzen say anything. I don't really know if I need to listen to him speak. So, not unless he's like conveying actual news about actual things going into the actual game. I don't know if I need to listen to him talk about how, like, it'll be like generic corporate stuff. He'll talk about how his time at Blizzard was. He'll talk about how good it was to have a break for personal reasons and how it was nice to get away for some time and work on side projects. But then he'll reiterate how awesome it is now to be able to come back to Blizzard at this time in this day and age and help. It'll be like, you know, like corporate glad-handing, basically. Like, I'm not really interested in that kind of stuff. Not that it's not sincere, it's just it's very expected and by the book. Yeah, he'll talk about his past, he'll talk about how he was grateful to have time to himself, and then he'll talk about how happy and ecstatic he is to be back with the team. So, they'll use words like leading WoW into a new era, etc., etc., etc. All very predictable language. Synergy. Will he use the word synergy? Probably not. Yeah. A new era. The phrase new era of WoW will be used. Harkening back to the past while forging a way into the future. Someone will say something like that. We're harkening back to the past of WoW so that we to forge a way into the future of WoW. They'll talk in those kinds of terms. And it's all very predictable and boring, so I don't have any interest in that. Mathardo, you should be able to just drag the playhead all the way to its furthest point in the broadcast, and then you should be live. Should be, I mean, that's what I would do. Just drag that little button all the way to the right. And when it can't be dragged any more to the right, then you're as live as you can get. A new workflow dynamic, cohesive business model. Leverage talent and abilities. That would be what they would say if it was a fully internal meeting. Yeah, that's how they talk internally. They'll talk a little bit different at a con, you know, when they're talking to the general public. Those are all words they would use in their pre-BlizzCon meetings. For sure. But it'll sound a little bit different talking to the public. And we have actually gone That doesn't happen to us a lot. Then again, we don't often fight 5 guys simultaneously. Have I thought of playing Turtle WoW? No. I can't think about those things. Because I can't make content on Turtle WoW. And I certainly can't stream Turtle WoW and hang out with you guys. So for me, I don't even think about it. It's a non-starter. And I don't have so much free time that I can stream for 5 hours a day and then also go play Turtle WoW. I don't have quite that much free time. So no, I've never checked out a private server. I've never looked at a single private server in my life. You know, in the past, because, you know, it's illegal, so I just didn't want to do it. And then more recently, just because I can't make content on it anyway. So it doesn't make sense for me to spend my time that way. Turtle WoW is a private server. It's a classic era version of the game, but they make changes. They make a bunch of changes. A bunch of stuff is different. but it's not legal. It's not legal to play on private servers. They're technically against the TOS. So yeah. It's unofficial Classic Plus. There you go. We can say that. It's unofficial Classic Plus. It's a private server that's illegal. And the developers and people who work on it, they go in and they make a bunch of changes to the game that they think are cool, that people think are cool, and then people play it. And they play it illegally because while they're playing it, they're not giving Blizzard any money. And when you're using someone's product or engaging in someone's product and you're not paying them for it, that's an illegal activity. So, yeah, there's that. Mike, you're not late, you're right on time, because this is when you got here. You are right on time. Jay, hello, welcome to the stream. I should be swinging with the sword a little bit so I can get this get the skill leveled up, I realize. Because if I don't have the skill leveled up and I need to wing clip to survive, I'm not going to be able to wing clip if I miss. So I do need to take some swacks with the sword. Her two-handed sword animation is like really weird. It's like a person who is not trained in two-hand swords just kind of going at it like a lumberjack. It's a little bit strange. No, you technically can't stream it anywhere, man. Like, listen to this, the word technically, I can do whatever I want. You know, technically, I can go crash my car into a building full of people, but, I mean, you can't do that legally. You know what I mean? Like, to say you can technically do something is kind of, it's not the point. The point is that private servers are against the TOS, and that as a content creator, I'm not going to engage in it. That's the only point. To say you can technically do something is to say you can technically do anything. But some things are not legal. Some things are against the TOS, and some things are going to get you in trouble. So yeah, and also I don't stream on Twitch. I stream on YouTube. So it's also aside from the point. As cool as it is, and I don't have any ill will towards any person who wants to go do that. I don't care. I don't care what you do in your spare time. I don't care if you only play on private servers because they're so much better than the official game. I really don't care. I just don't do it. Yeah. No, I'm comparing your use of language, which was poor. You said technically you can do this, and I replied with technically you can do anything. I'm just pointing out that your use of the word technical was flawed. You didn't get your point across the way you thought by using the word technical. That's all. But like I said, man, you do you. Have fun with it. Daft, good morning from Michigan also. Not from Detroit, but from close. From close. How's the train wreck that happened near Detroit? Is that affecting you at all? I saw they had a train derailment down that way. Yeah, like I said, whoever said I can technically run around the street naked. Yeah, you technically can. That's my point. you can technically, I can get on Turtle Wow right now and I can stream it to you guys. Technically, I can do that. There's not going to be any mechanical force that stops me. There will be no mechanical force that immediately stops me from doing it. Therefore, I technically can. That doesn't mean that it's legal. That doesn't mean I won't get in trouble, and it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. So yeah, that's all. It's semantics. It's all good. There was nothing hazardous on it. They made it seem like there was. They were like, they've evacuated schools. I'm like, okay, a train derailed. Why did they evacuate schools? Were there chemicals on the train? Because that's the only reason I could think to evacuate a nearby school, because of a train derailment. That's why I thought maybe it had something on it. Technically, you could, just don't get caught. No, that's the point. Is like when you do something wrong, you have to assume you're going to get caught, and only stupid people do something wrong, assuming they're not going to get caught. That's what stupid people do. Stupid people do the wrong thing, assuming they're not going to get caught doing it. Or they assume that no one will care, you know? They either assume, A, I'm not going to get caught, B, no one will care if I do get caught, and so stupid people do the wrong thing all the time. And a lot of times they live their lives that way, and they wonder why their lives are shit. And it's like, well, you go around doing the wrong thing, assuming that it's fine, but it's not. If it's illegal, why haven't they shut it down like they did in Australis? They've done it before, many times. They haven't gotten around to it, man. Just like me, most of the time they don't give a shit. Yeah. It's because they don't care. Eventually they'll get around to it. They just haven't yet. Again, it's like saying, like, well, if running a red light is illegal, why have I been able to run 5 of them this week and not gotten pulled over? If running red lights is illegal, why do I keep getting away with it? It's kind of a stupid way to make an argument, you know what I mean? You're not going to win any debates with arguments like that. I think I struck a nerve. Yeah, I guess. Not a big nerve, man. I'm just trying to point out how your arguments are not valid. That's all. But we don't have to keep that up. In fact, we can just take care of it right now. There we go. You have been both annoying and stupid, so we'll just do that. I can tolerate one or the other. I can tolerate you being annoying, or I can tolerate you being stupid, but I won't tolerate you being annoying and stupid. That's just a little bit too egregious. Yeah, there's lots of private servers, and no, Blizzard doesn't crack down on all of them. Every once in a while they crack down on some of them. But again, just because something isn't being taken care of, just because you don't get pulled over for running the red light, doesn't mean that it's legal. It doesn't mean that it's okay. That's all. It's gonna be one of those days. Okay, we're still looking for what? We're done with the Grell earrings. The Strider meat, we can get basically anywhere. Let's turn this in, and then I think we'll head to the south. Yeah, it's like why they don't like crack down totally on botting, because yeah, you shut down one bot, 10 more bots pop up. You shut down a private server, another private server opens up. You know? So of course they're not going to waste their time shutting down every private server. It's not worth it. It's against the TOS, you know, it's technically illegal, you know, the laws exist, and some people follow the laws and follow the rules, and some people don't. And it's always going to be that way. Blizzard will announce Classic Plus today, you think, Shadow? I don't think so. I think that they might talk about Classic Plus in like interviews and panels. They might discuss it, you know. What I don't think is I don't think they're going to be like Classic Plus coming soon, you know. I think they'll be like, yeah, Classic Plus is a thing we'd love to look at down the road. We'd love to have conversations with our community to talk about what Classic Plus should look like. I think that's how we'll hear Classic Plus talked about today. Yeah, I think that they will absolutely talk about Classic Plus, but they will not be announcing like a release for Classic Plus, okay? Because if I ask you guys right now, here, let's do this. Watch this. I haven't done this in a while. Let's do a poll. Let's do this. Let's see, we'll change these. This is why we're not going to see a BlizzCon announcement for Classic Plus. Are you guys ready? All right, go ahead and take a look at the poll. Would you rather see Classic Plus start at level 60 after Vanilla, or at level 80 after Wrath? Would you rather see Classic Plus start at level 60, Vanilla, or would you rather it be level 80 after Wrath? And this is why we are not going to have a definitive Classic Plus announcement today. And I've talked about this before. We're having a new. Also, keep in mind, guys, they've already announced a new season of Classic Era. So we're going to be getting a Classic Fresh Start. It's going to be a new season. It's going to happen by the end of the year, but it's not going to be like what people say when they talk about Classic Plus. When people talk about Classic Plus, they're talking about expansion level content for Classic. Like a different expansion, as in we don't go through the Dark Portal, or as in the Cataclysm doesn't happen. That's mainly what people are talking about when they say Classic Plus. There's two selection sixes. The selection is either Vanilla or Wrath. Where would you want Classic Plus to start? Do you want it to start after Vanilla, or do you want it to start after Wrath of the Lich King? That's the two choices. It's a difficult question, Shadow. Yeah, I think that a lot of people feel that way. I think a lot of you guys who clicked one or the other, I think some of you guys also have like mixed feelings about it. And so this is why we're not yet going to have a Classic Plus announcement, because I think there would be some debate as to whether or not we want Classic Plus to start after Wrath of the Lich King and go, we don't have the Cataclysm happen, or do we want Classic Plus to start after Vanilla and we don't go through the Dark Portal? I think that people's opinions are different. And I think that when you have a wildly different opinion, I think that needs to be squared away in the community first before you start developing content. So that's why I say they haven't developed the content. The content's not in development right now. I think Classic Plus is going to be an ongoing discussion for a number of years. Yeah, Blizzard can't win either way. That's my point, Sean. Yeah, exactly. My point is that if Blizzard were to come out today and they were to say, we have a Classic Plus expansion coming for you guys, instead of the Cataclysm, we are going to the continent of Avalorn. People be like, wait, what about Vanilla? And they'd be like, well, we got new seasons of Vanilla coming. We got a season of Mastery 2. And people be like, no. What about Vanilla Classic Plus? You know, conversely, if they took us somewhere after 60, people would be like, wait. So you mean for Wrath, we're just going into the Cataclysm? We're not getting Classic Plus from Wrath. We're going into Cata. We don't want to do that. Like people are split. You know, you're not gonna make a portion of the people happy no matter what you do in that situation. That was the only point the poll was to prove. Yeah, I just wanted to prove the point that people are kind of split. It's 70-30, so you could go ahead and say, well, more people want it from 60, so they would just do that. But I don't think they have all that data. I don't know if they've had those conversations with the community. They haven't put any polls out there regarding that kind of stuff. So that's why I say they're not developing Classic Plus content right now. I'm sure they're talking about it internally. I'm sure we'll hear about it at BlizzCon. It'll be an ongoing discussion, I hope, but I don't think we're going to get an announcement of Classic Plus with a date. Like Classic Plus coming summer of 2025. I don't think that's going to happen. That's all. Shadowlands Classic Plus, what if we never left the mall? What if it's been a dream the whole time and we're still in the mall? Well, that's a good one. And then Six has said, I want it to encompass Vanilla. I don't want it to start after Vanilla. So this is another thing. Some people think that all they should do is they should go into Vanilla, go into the existing zones. They should flesh out the storylines. They should add in the plot and the quests that were removed. And basically just get all their ducks in a row. You'll notice a lot of questing in Classic Era. If you are a person that reads the quest, and 90% of people do not, you will notice that a lot of the storylines, well, they all kind of dead end. they all kind of dead end and they don't really go anywhere. There are zones that are not finished, like Ajara, like Silithus, and some people would want Classic Plus to be a thing where they go in, they finish those zones, they add content. They don't want to raise level cap. They don't want to go anywhere else. They just want content added into the base game. There are those people too. That's an entirely different group of people. And so you have like 3 or 4 different versions in people's minds of what Classic Plus is supposed to be. And that's why we don't have Classic Plus announcement happening soon, right? So yeah, that's that. I'll close the poll. But it was just kind of to prove my point. Sorry about that. I've gotten myself surrounded by Moonkin. I didn't really need to. You know, while I'm over here, I should have went and got the red crystal. That would have. I kind of got distracted by chasing ore, but I think the ore is maybe in the cave. In one of the caves. I guess we could fight our way to it. I don't think Kata killed the game. No, I mean, if Kata actually killed the game, people wouldn't be playing retail today. I think there are a lot of people that didn't like the direction of the game after Cataclysm. I think that a lot of people didn't like the talent choice changes in Cataclysm. I think some people, like after a while, we started to kind of hate what they did with the old world revamp, because the revamp of the old world, like it didn't age well. When you play through Cataclysm zones and it was like years after the Cataclysm, it just didn't age well. Like being stuck within that moment where the Cataclysm happened. But I don't think it ruined the game, because I think about expansions like Mist of Pandaria. A lot of people love that expansion. A lot of people think Mist was like a very like high point for the game. Legion was one of my favorite expansions. Not for really the end game content, but more for like the vibe, the storytelling, the characters that were involved. So I don't think Kata killed the game. I think that like Cataclysm is not really super classic of the game. I think that it's gonna suck it's gonna suck to say Cataclysm Classic. Like that's all. It sucks to say Cataclysm Classic. Because Cataclysm is not really like a version of Classic. The community has kind of long held to the idea that once the old world changes, we're no longer in a classic version of the game. And I believe that's basically true. I've kind of been advocating all along for them to call it Cataclysm Reforged. I'd like to see a couple of changes made in Cataclysm when it comes out, again. And I'd like to see it just called Cataclysm Reforged and not called Cataclysm Classic. But there's like really slim hope of that happening. Our quest log is full. That's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Let's drop the Tower of Athalax for now. We don't need it yet. Does anyone talk about WoD? I mean, WoD was kind of a failed expansion, similar to how Shadowlands was a failed expansion, similar to how Dragonflight was a failed expansion. And there was a bunch of cut content because it only got 2 major patches. Basically, if an expansion gets 2 patches, it's basically a failed expansion. And as good as Dragonflight was for the 12 people that play it, and as much content as they made for Dragonflight, the fact that they are only doing 2 major patches basically means that they failed. At whatever their objectives were, they failed. Aha, usually it takes a while to find her. I'm happy that we just stumbled across her today. WoD could have been a good expansion if they had planned for it. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, any bad expansion could have been better if they'd have planned better. They had a bunch of content for WoD that they just had to cut because, well, people didn't like the expansion. And no one wanted to play it. Similar to Dragonflight. Like, the people who play Dragonflight love it, but it doesn't pull people back to the game, and it certainly doesn't pull new people into the game. So by those metrics, it becomes a failed expansion, and we don't get 3 patches, we get 2 patches. And that's all we get. Do I have a favorite class? Probably the Warrior. It's typically my go-to class. Do you guys remember when people thought that the Emerald Dream was going to be its own expansion? Remember when we thought they could make like really big content? And we thought that the Emerald Dream would be an expansion all on its own, and then the Emerald Dream ends up being just the 10.2 patch in Dragonflight. It's kind of a weird like shift. Emulation's your favorite part of WoD was the selfie cam patch? You're fired. Get out of here. Clean out your desk. You're done. Alex, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream, man. Our inventory is full, our quest log is full, everything's full. How many shields do I have? How many shields do I need in my inventory at one time? Okay, I have to purge some stuff. I don't have a choice. I want to stay out here and get this quest done, so I have to purge some stuff. Let's see. Do I have any room to make bandages? No, I don't. I don't have any room for bandages. I could use the Scroll of Spirit. We can get that out of the inventory. I could learn this cooking recipe. We can get that out of the inventory. Anything else I can do? No, not really. Okay, well, let's keep going. Throw the mana pots. The mana pots are going next. Yeah. The mana pots are on my list of things to chuck. For sure. Rabid Thistlebear captured. I'd love to just capture this guy and get it over with. Let's do that, because even if he leaves us, we still get credit for the quest. Oh, we had to lay the trap? Oh, no. Okay, we got him. Okay, he's good. I thought we had to, like, lure him over the trap, but apparently not. Okay, so we've got that now. He'll either stay with us till we get back, or he'll leave us. Either way, it doesn't matter. Albinson, good afternoon from Michigan. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Alex, you almost died last night in the Searing Gorge. Oh no, don't die. Are you still level 50? I mean, your Warlock was level 58 on Bloodsail Buccaneers when it died, so I would say be careful. You think our pet is getting along with the rabid Thistlebear? He doesn't seem very happy about it. Closest call ever on the hunter. Oh man. Electron, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. You got a Bagnon error right when you tried to pop a potion to save yourself? Ooh, that's a good case for no add-ons. Could you imagine if you went to pop a potion to save your life and you had like an internal bag error and you died because of Bagnon? Oh man, I would probably be done with add-ons after that. Like a Lua error pops up and you just can't do anything at all for a minute. I would probably have been all done with add-ons. It kind of makes me want to stop using them right now. We're going add-on free! Uninstall all of the add-ons. Do I think add-ons helped or spanked the game? I think that people's reliance on add-ons and the fact that Blizzard started to develop content around the idea that people use add-ons kind of ruined a lot of content. The biggest things I blame for like the degradation of how encounters are made and the degradation of just the game in general is I blame weak auras. I blame any add-on that tells a player when they should hit a button. If it's an add-on that tells a player when they should hit their ability, I blame that add-on for the degradation of encounters and for the degradation of the game in general. I think that add-ons should be quality of life stuff and not something that shows you what button to push or when to do a certain action while playing your class. It'd be fun to see a classic server with no add-ons allowed. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Add-ons can help newbies on how to play their class? No. Some of them can, but not if we're talking about weak auras. Weak auras does not teach you how to play your class. Weak auras tells you what to do to play your class. It's not really teaching you. You're learning to read weak auras. Like, you're learning to read weak auras, and you're learning to press the buttons that weak auras is telling you to do. Now, the problem is, since Blizzard assumes that all players use weak auras, they have now designed their classes and all their encounters around the idea that you have weak auras installed and that you're using it. So yeah, now if you're a new player, you probably absolutely have to have weak auras because everything in retail is designed around the idea that you do. But it doesn't really help you learn a class, it helps you learn how to use weak auras. Which then is you playing the class, but it's you playing the class with an add-on telling you how to play the class. Which is a little bit different than just learning how to play the class by leveling up, learning how to play the class by doing 5-mans. You know, there are definitely ways to learn how to play a class in WoW or in any game that do not involve using an add-on. You don't need an add-on to learn how to play the class, but for a lot of Blizzard's content, you do need an add-on to feel like you're playing the content efficiently and effectively. Especially since, you know, 90% of people now use those add-ons and they design around that fact. Gruel, greetings from Michigan. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. And ultimately, like, I don't really care. If people like using weak auras, more power to you. I have never used weak auras. I will never use weak auras. And so when I do play retail, the performance that I have in retail, it'll be whatever it is. The performance will be whatever it is. It'll be what it is without weak auras. Because I'm not going to use an add-on that tells me when to push my buttons. Yeah, oh, I know it helps with the rotation. I'm not saying it doesn't. That's the whole point, is it does help. It doesn't just help, it tells you exactly what to do. In 80% of situations, it tells you exactly what to do. That's not really helping a person learn, you're just doing what the add-on says. Learning is where you would learn something. Like, let's say learning would be you use weak auras for a little bit, and you use weak auras for a while, and then you uninstall it. That would be you learning with the add-on. That would be the add-on helping you learn how to play your class. If you used it for a little bit, like training wheels, and then you took the training wheels off. But people don't do that, do they? They start using weak auras, and they never stop using weak auras. It's not a training tool. A training tool is something that goes away once the learning has occurred. But learning is not necessarily occurring because you're just using the tool continuously after that. Does that make sense? It obviously helps you because it shows you what to do, but that is not learning. Learning is where you would eventually then play on your own without the tool. There's a lot of semantics involved in this stuff, and that's why, like, we can have these conversations, but a lot of you guys are not going to like what I have to say. Because I kind of have a penchant for shooting down, like, vague arguments that are not quite on point. So I don't mind talking about these things, but what happens a lot is when I talk about these things, people just assume it's me being negative. Because I'm not, like, happily agreeing with everybody. I don't mind it, but ultimately, ultimately, if I have a strong opinion, you're probably not going to change my mind about it. The Strider meat seems like it's kind of been a low drop rate, unfortunately. Let's head over to the Red Crystal and get that taken care of, and then we'll turn everything in back in town. Yeah, it's like riding a bike. You use training wheels for a while. Once you got the hang of riding the bike, you take the training wheels off. If that's what weak auras was for people, then I wouldn't mind it. If weak auras was a thing that, you know, people used for a little bit, then they figured their class out, and then they uninstalled it, that'd be fine, but let's be real, nobody on the face of the planet has ever done that. Not a single person who plays WoW has ever installed weak auras, got it all set up for their class, got it where they wanted it, started using it, used it for a bit, and then decided, hey, I think I got this now, I'm pretty good at my class, I'm gonna uninstall it. No one has ever done that in the history of WoW. So, yeah, that's why it's not a learning tool. That's why it's not something that helps people learn their class. It's just a tool that, like, helps people play the game in lieu of actually learning what to do. In lieu of being responsible for their own clicks and their own choices. What is that? Cooked crab claw. I've never gotten this before. Right now, it's eating up a spot in my inventory that I think I'm gonna need. And I can't quite... I'm like, just... points away from being able to learn it, unfortunately. We need 85, we're at 82. We didn't do the buzz box quest. Level 10 quest. I guess I'm not gonna do the buzz boxes. We've already out-leveled the one. We'd probably out-level the other one eventually too. I guess I'm not gonna do the buzz boxes. Well, I mean, maybe we could. We'd have to do the level 10 one. We're not gonna get any XP for it. We'll see. Oh, also we leveled up at some point. I don't know. It happened recently. I'm going to keep going into improved aspect of the hawk. I probably want to refresh that on myself. I'm not really too concerned about any of my level 16 abilities. I don't care about Immolation Trap at all. So we might be able to hold off until level 18 to go back to town and learn any abilities. Lael, I mean, depending on how much money you have to spend on a chair, check out whatever chair Co Carnage uses. I can't remember the name of it right now, but Co's been using like a chair for a while that he like really touts. He's a person who sits at his desk obviously for like 8 to 10 hours a day. So if he's using the chair and he says it's like a great chair, it's probably really good. But the downside of that, you know, it being Co Carnage, the chair is probably like $500 to $800. But yeah, chairs are weird. I have an $80 chair. And I just make it work. I try to practice good posture, and I haven't really had any significant problems with it. Sometimes I think I should get a better chair that's more comfortable, and then I think about how I'd probably just have to learn how to sit in that chair differently. I agree that the gaming chairs are all stupid. I don't like them because I think they look dumb. I'm sure they're also very uncomfortable to sit in, but I think they actually look pretty stupid. Ben, you have a kneeling chair. I have never heard of this thing. I'll have to Google that later. I can kind of imagine, but I don't think I've ever seen one in reality. I should probably focus on getting back to town. I keep getting pulled away by like these copper deposits. Speaking of copper deposits, must be on the outside. Oh, look at that tricky little copper deposit. David, you're using the same office chair you bought 30 years ago? It's a long time, man. Yeah, I've kind of become convinced that like a lot of how a chair feels has as much to do with your posture sitting in the chair as it does to do with the actual construction of the chair. Obviously, like some chairs have things like lumbar support and things that can kind of help you like find a better posture. But ultimately, if your posture is absolute garbage, you are going to be sore after sitting in your chair for any amount of time. And it's probably not going to really matter like what kind of chair it is if your posture is garbage. The problem with having good posture is that it's hard. It's not easy just to have good posture, and it actually relies on you having certain muscle groups that don't naturally get built up. You need like lower back muscles and you need core muscles. And your lower back muscles and your core muscles are the muscles that are responsible for holding you in a proper posture. And if you have weak lower back or you have weak core muscles, you're going to have a lot of trouble like getting yourself to stay in a good posture for very long. And the type of chair is only going to be minimally impactful on that, unfortunately. That's what I've found after using a bunch of different chairs in my life. Ultimately, like how I feel after a day of sitting in the chair is up to me. And whatever my posture is like. I have found that there are chairs that can feel really comfy. You know, you sit on it and it's like floating on a cloud. But if you're sitting in it wrong, when you get up from that cloud, you're still gonna hurt. If you're just sitting in it completely wrong. Lisa, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here.
Can I assist you? A loon light
Burek, good afternoon. Welcome.
I am listening. Farewell. Go in
Lael, Herman Miller might be the chair that Ko has. That sounds really familiar. A Herman Miller chair. That might be the type of chair he's using. And yes, I feel like, like I said, I think it's like anywhere from $600 to like $1,000, depending on like the model of chair. But he swears by them apparently. So I mean, if you can afford it, it's probably worth it.
I am honored. Good luck.
And obviously, like, yeah, it'd be $1,000 chair, but like the hope is that you'd be able to use it for the rest of your life. You know, that would kind of be the hope.
How may I
Is that it would be a chair that you would not have to replace. Bad lag. Oh, all right. Well, that might have been my internet. Somebody jinxed me. That little blip might have been my internet. It could have been anything, I guess. But we definitely dropped out there for a second. Hey, at least I was in town when we DC'd and not like in the middle of combat. You guys might have to reload the stream.
May the stars guide you. Farewell. Greetings. Good luck, friend.
Yeah, we need to train heavy linen. I need to get over to Darnassus. Yeah, we need to go. We need to go to the city. I need to train heavy linen. We could check out the pet trainer and see if maybe we have any pet abilities. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. But yeah, we're green now. I think 50. At 50, I can learn heavy linen. And I'd rather do that. What level is the pet? The pet is level 15. So yeah, he's not 16 yet. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait. Have I trained bows? I have not. No, that's one of the reasons I need to go to Darnassus. I haven't trained bows. I don't have a bow to use right now, but no, I haven't trained them. We took care of the talent point. Yeah, I put it into improved aspect of the hawk.
How may I help? Good luck.
Alright, we have to fill a couple of things here at the Moonwell.
Greetings. May the stars guide you.
Alright, let's do this Buzzbox quest. It's level 10, so like I'm not like super excited to do it. We're not going to get any experience for it, but it will open up the other quest, which I hope will give a little bit of XP. I probably should have done this one right away, but it just completely slipped my mind. Alex, I appreciate that. I will keep that in mind. Can my pet stay underwater infinitely? Like, he doesn't have a breath bar, he can just be underwater, like, basically forever, can he? That makes sense. Alright, that's 6 out of 6. It turns in right over here. And then I think we'll get the one for the Moonstalker claws. Thresher Eyes, okay. Thresher Eyes, and can we pair that up with anything? I feel like if we get the first sea creature bones, we get another sea creature bones out in the water that we can kind of pair up with the Thresher Eyes. Let's go south and we'll grab that before we do anything else. How is engineering looking? It's looking okay. I'm at 95 out of 150. I'm probably ready to train some stuff, judging by the fact that I don't have any orange recipes. Do I miss the quiver to hold my ammo and it frees up space in my bags? We have an ammo pouch. So with a gun you have an ammo pouch, and with a bow you have a quiver. It's two different containers. And so yeah, we have an 8-slot ammo pouch equipped, and then we have our 3 12-slot bags.
am honored. Goddess watch over you. Elune light your path.
Dungeons today? No, not today. The first dungeon we're going to do will be Dead Mines. And I'll probably be looking at that when I am over in Westfall. When we're in Westfall, we'll just take a look at general chat and I'll try to see if any groups are going out. As a DPS, I don't mind tagging along with a complete pug if people are looking for DPS. But yeah, probably not today. Oh, this is so sad. So sad. I love our pet's swimming animation. It's like the best swimming animation I've ever seen. He just kind of gets pulled along with us. Okay. Did I get underwater breathing pots as a quest reward? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. If I did, I don't see them. Yeah, the pet not swimming at all is a little bit weird. Is that how all pets are? It's just so strange. You'd think he would have like some kind of swimming animation. Not just him standing there awkwardly. Yeah, it probably is just a classic thing. They fixed it in Kata. Makes sense. Because a lot of the pets that you can tame, they are creatures that could not go into the water. Like if you were fighting a boar and you ran into the water, it would not follow you. It would stop at the edge. It would probably reset. So it makes sense they don't have any kind of default swimming animations. Alright, there we go. That's 3 out of 3. Let's come ashore over here and see if we can actually work on the Strider quest. It's a lower level quest. We have 0 out of 5. I believe the drop rate for it is pretty bad. The crazy loud classic gun sound. Is it really too loud? I have my sound effects turned way down. Can't be too loud. The unfortunate thing is, with combat happening so far away from us, it's the only combat noise that we can hear. That's probably part of it, because yeah, I have the sounds turned down really low. Yeah, it's sound effects is down to 30%. Imagine how loud it would be here. Let's do a little experiment. Get ready to plug your ears. If I had sound effects up at 100, how loud and obnoxious would it be? Oh yeah. Oh, that's super obnoxious. Yeah, that would be too much. Right. Yeah, I don't mind the sound effect because it's not always the same. They have a couple of different like sounds that play when we're shooting, so I don't really mind it. That being said, if it was up to 100%, it would get really old really fast. Eventually, we'll have a bow, which will be a little bit quieter. Zesh, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Ghostly, how's the hardcore journey been? It's been good for me. I mean, I've lost a bunch of characters, but I don't take it personally. I have a good time. It's my favorite mode of the game right now. It's where I have the most fun playing. I'm noticing that our inventory is full once again. We are just having like a really bad day with our inventory. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. The linen, it's the linen. I have linen I shouldn't have. Oh, I got all these barnacled clams I need to open. Okay, so yeah, that's only 2 of them. It helps a little bit. Light feather, I'm just gonna drop. Yeah, a lot of inventory issues today. Simas, hello. Welcome to the stream. And Ghostly, that's awesome that you're new to WoW and that you're trying to be a tank. Tanking, we need tanks. We need people willing to tank. I have 2 fishing poles. Shenanigans. Yeah, I got one as a quest reward, didn't I? Yeah, I got Blump family fishing pole. Pishing full. I got a fishing full. I got a fishing full and a fishing pole, so that's why my inventory is full. You don't need both of those, it turns out. I killed that Strider, I can't find the body. Oh, there it is, okay. That would have been unfortunate. Battle chain gloves. Okay. I'm doing great as a hunter, Blood Moon. Some people would disagree, but I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm having fun with it. So, I'm having fun with it. I'm getting used to having my pet move around and like pick up different targets. It allows me to play with like a closer camera than I should play with, because if anything like grabs me from behind, I can just have my pet tank and pick it up. So it's allowing me to play with some like bad habits, but I've been having a good time. If we finish this Plane Strider quest, it might be the first time that I've ever been able to complete it before it's gone gray. Hey, there we go. Perfect. That is awesome. Okay, so now let's head back. What is this? The Ancient Moonstone Seal. Where is that? Oh, okay. Let's head over here and do this. This is the satyrs, right? I have to kill the satyrs for this? I don't know how I forgot about that one. John, that's why your hunters always die? It's easy to get sloppy? Yeah. I can see that that would be a thing. Yeah, Ben, it is kind of like an auto-shotty kind of class. It's funny because like people kind of find the paladin boring to watch, and people kind of think the paladin is boring to play because a lot of it is auto attack. But a lot of the hunter is also auto attack. However, like it feels more dynamic. It feels more exciting, and I can't really put my finger on why. We're not really using a lot more abilities than we would have used on the paladin. But the fact that we're just shooting stuff at range, even though a lot of it's auto attack, it just feels more compelling. I think both to play and to watch, and I'm not sure why. It gives an illusion of action that the paladin doesn't. It might also be the kill rate. Yeah, to be fair, we can kind of just keep going and going and going on the hunter. That might have a lot to do with it. See, I think I messed this one up. We could have had this quest when we were already down here. I kind of messed up the order on this one. But that's okay. We have to head down here to fight the furbolgs. So we'll do this when we fight the furbolgs. We also have rabid thistlebears to fight, although that's a level 16 quest. We don't really have to do that right now. The buzz box. Let's go turn in at this buzz box, and let's go grab the Mist Veils lockbox and the Silver Dawning lockbox. Let's get that stuff done. I know it's water stuff, and we don't have breathing potions. I feel like we'll be okay. I did it on the warrior, and it wasn't too much of a challenge, so... If I did it on the warrior and I didn't die, we should be able to do it on the hunter. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, we got another small black bag. That's the second small black bag we picked up. I'm throwing it on the ground. I don't want it in my inventory. Oh, 2 small black pouches. Super, we're double cursed. Does the second one negate the initial curse? Does it decurse us instead? I don't think so. I think it's just a double curse. It's a compounded curse now. Now I'm gonna die at level 59. That's the curse. Probably. Hey, if I make it to 59 and I die at 59, I will be more than happy. Like, I know it sounds weird. Like, yeah, it would suck to die at 59, but if I get to level 59, I'd be ecstatic. Warrior is hard for like hardcore. It's hard in terms of survivability. I think the warrior is like a good class. Like you can pick up the class, you can feel pretty powerful on it. The warrior can equip any weapon basically, so like you're not really confined by weapon types. You can do one-hander, you can do two-hander, you can do one-hander and shield, you can dual wield. The warrior has a lot going on to it. I think the warrior is another one of those that it's easy to pick up and play, but hard to master. And especially on hardcore, it's just hard to keep them alive. If you're playing a version of the game where you can die a lot, then it's okay. Okay, I need to figure out where this is first, and then I need to go on a second run. So I'm going to go through here, and I believe it's in like the lower bowels of the ship. So let me get all my breath back now that we have a plan, and we'll go for it. This is going to mean that we have to go pull out and go back in. We're going to kill this guy, potentially kill him, if I can get any kind of line of sight on him. And then we'll go back to the surface, we will get our breath back, and we'll try again. We can't fight and go for it. We have to clear the boat and then go for the item. I'm gonna put the pet on passive, and I'm hoping we can pull this enemy up here to the surface. I don't see him, and I don't have line of sight. Did we leash him? We're still in combat, but I don't think we're getting attacked. Oh, there he is. Okay. Now he's on us. Took him a while to get out of there. Alex, it's going great. We're doing the underwater quest. It's everybody's favorite quest. We don't need water breathing pots. No, water breathing pots are for noobs. We don't need them. We just need a good plan. Where is he going? That's how he gets out? He gets out that way? It's so weird. My pet needs to be attacking this guy. Not sure why he's not. I love fighting in the water. It's great. I'm glad we can shoot like straight down beneath ourselves. That's pretty useful. No water pots? What could go wrong? It's gonna be fine. The dead zone kills me. The enormous dead zone sometimes is just like really bad. Oh, he had a full heal. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Let's wrap that one up. Let's go back up. We'll get our air back. We're gonna come down this way. There's one more in the back of the boat we'll have to fight. We'll do the same thing. I'll have the pet go in on the enemy, and I will loot the chest. Agent Dad, good evening. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what we've aggroed. we've pissed somebody off, but I'm going for this item, so we'll sacrifice the pet if we have to. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we aggroed somebody, but I don't see anybody chasing us or anything, so. Alright, let's turn the pet to passive so he'll follow us out of here. And let's get ourselves back to the surface, and we'll reassess who we have on us then. Oh god, is our pet dead? No, what's our pet doing exactly? He's not being super useful. For all that he's alive, he's not being super useful right now. I probably need to kill one of them before my pet dies. No, we're running for it. Yeah, I mean, we should be fine. We have a potion. If we need the potion, that's fine. I'm sure they'll leash never. Like, maybe by the time we get to the... Oh, they leashed really quick. All I had to do was complain about how they weren't going to leash. And they leashed right away. Perfect. And now we're done. Yeah, it's underwater combat's always super annoying. Like, it's good just to have the pet sacrifice itself so we can get away. Underwater fighting is disorienting and stupid. I've never liked underwater combat. Here we go. It's the hair show. Yeah, he's back on defensive. I put him back on defensive as soon as we cleared the boat. I put him back on defensive. I only had him on passive so he'd follow us out. We're already up here. We could probably go for the Cliff Spring river water. Let's go grab that while we're out this way. And then supposedly the Moonstalker runts can actually drop the quest item. It's not common that they do, but we'll kill some of them to see if they'll drop it. Inventory full. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not going to stay out here. Ah, God. Effing inventory issues, man. Alright. We're getting all this weird, like, white armor. White pieces of mail, like, just normal armor. Filling up our inventory. It's the ammo bags. It's needing ammo at all. It's just the fact that we need to carry ammo. Even if we didn't have the ammo bag, we would still have to carry a bunch of ammo. So it's always going to be a hindrance. Alright, now I think we have to focus on heading back to town. The pet's level 16, so it would be a good time for us to go to Darnassus. We'll train bows, we'll train first aid, we'll train our pet, we'll train ourselves. We'll do all the training. And we'll make sure our inventory is emptied out as well as it can be. Why bows over guns? I mean, I think it's just whatever we have. So I'm gonna train bows so that if we get a good bow, I'll equip that. It's gonna be, we're gonna equip whatever has the higher DPS. So I just don't have the skill trained yet. We have to go to Darnassus to train bows. Stop at the bank. I don't want to keep too much stuff in the bank. If I have stuff I'm gonna put in the bank, that means I have crafting I should do. So instead of stopping at the bank, I'm gonna visit the engineering trainer, and we're gonna do crafting, and we'll craft everything we can, and then we'll sell everything we don't need. Because yeah, I don't want to stash a bunch of I mean, I might put the Arclight spanner. No, I kind of want to carry that too. Yeah, what I don't want to do this time is I don't want to be stashing a bunch of stuff in the bank, because what I do is I never come back to it. I just never come back to it. I stash a bunch of mats for professions, and I never come back to them. And then I give up on the profession because it falls behind. So yeah, I kind of learned that about myself. So if I have stuff to go in the bank, that just means that I need to be crafting, or I need to be vendoring, or something like that, you know. Well, what I don't like about crafting is when I have a ton of mats, I find it daunting to then have to watch the bar go from left to right 100 times. So instead of making like 15 things at a time, now I've saved up a bunch of mats, and now I have to do like 100 things at a time. And I find that incredibly tedious, and I also don't like putting it on stream. And I also don't get on off stream to do the crafting. So I'm kind of trying to do it as I go, and not just like stockpile stuff for later. Because later tends to never happen. Because I get overwhelmed by the idea of having to craft 200 things at once. And just like watching the bar move from left to right over and over again. I've been fishing a little bit at the beginning of the streams. I've been doing a little bit of fishing, a little bit of cooking. If we have engineering stuff to do, I would do it. I did a little bit of engineering right before I started the stream. I kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday, how I'd really like to do the professions kind of as we go. So like every time we stop back in town, I kind of want to assess like what can we craft, what can we get done, and just kind of do it as we go. Would be the best method for me. It's kind of one of those things, like, you can try to do, like, the thing that is prescribed to be the most efficient. You can do the research, or you can do the thing that everybody does, and you can try to do the thing that's most efficient. But what usually works better is to find the thing that works for you, even if that thing is not the most efficient thing, or the way that other people do it. And I think for me, like, doing frequent stops back in town, and doing the professions when we're in town is going to work out better for me. Than trying to stockpile everything, or do it before stream or do it after stream. I think doing it as I go is gonna yield a better result. You know, after failing at production professions on 17 different characters, I've had to take some learnings away and kind of analyze myself a bit. If there's stuff I can't use right now, I'm just gonna vendor it. Like if I have lower level weapons that I'm not using right now, I'll just get a higher level weapon later. Because that's kind of the same thing. Like let's say I put like an axe in the bank, okay, and then like later on I'm like, oh, I got to level axes. Like I'm not gonna think, oh, I should go back for that axe I put in the bank. I'm gonna forget about it. That's just kind of the person I am. Like the bank is kind of useless for someone like me. Ultimately, unless it's a place to store like a bunch of potions. Obviously, if I have like 30 stacks of potions, I can put some of those in the bank. But when it comes to like weapons and stuff, I'm gonna out-level the weapons anyway that I have right now. That's the problem. Alright, I do want to get back to town. I saw a bunch of those cats in one area and I got kind of carried away. But obviously we do need to be getting back. I need the coarse stones because I need them to make ammo. Let's dump this. Let's grab you. Let's dump you. And we'll grab this. And now I'm gonna beeline it. I'll try to beeline it back to town. I'll stop getting distracted. I have all these quest objectives right in front of my face. It's hard to ignore them, but I'll try to get us back. But usually this is farmed out. Usually you look off into the distance and you see a bunch of dead bears and a bunch of dead cats. This is one of the first times I've been in the area and there have been a lot of objectives up. It's kind of hard to resist killing them. Especially with how efficiently and quickly we can actually kill them. Am I going to watch BlizzCon while streaming? I am going to watch the WoW panels, which happen at 4:30 my time and 6:30 my time today, and then I think at 3:30 my time tomorrow. I'm not going to watch all of BlizzCon. I don't have any interest in any of their other games, but I am going to stream the WoW panels. So 4:30 EST and 6:30 EST. I think if I come on at 4:30 and we watch the panel at 4:30, I'm not sure if I'll stay on through to 6:30. Or if I'll take a break to eat some dinner and just come back on at 6:30. But yeah, I'm not going to stream all of BlizzCon. I know it's kicking off in like 45 minutes for the opening ceremony or whatever, but I don't have any interest in that. But yeah, the WoW panels, yes. The majority of it, no. If any of you guys are watching the opening ceremony and you hear something cool, I'd love to hear about it from you guys. But I only plan to watch the WoW stuff. Philip, the short answer is no. I won't go into the tirade again. But the short answer is no. I think they'll talk about Classic Plus, but they're not going to announce it. By announce it, you mean that they've been working on it, they have dates for it, it's coming out. That's not true. But they will talk about Classic Plus. They'll probably bandy the word about, you know. They'll talk about it, but they have not developed Classic Plus, and so therefore there will not be an announcement for it, is the TLDR. But they'll probably talk about it a little bit. Conversationally.
What can I do for you? See you soon.
You can see that people are sick of hearing me talk about the same shit. Alex's immediate reply is OMG. Someone asks about Classic Plus, be like, oh my fucking god, don't get this asshole started again. I won't go on the whole rant, sorry. Alright, let's see. We have an engineering trainer, like, right here somewhere. Here he is. Here she is. Sorry. She has nothing for us. She has nothing for us just in general because she's not really at the level that we need. So we are probably going to have to rely on a person in... Let's just not do any of this till we're in Darnassus. Yeah, we need to talk to an expert. Journeyman's not going to cut it. They will say you think you want Classic Plus, but you don't. Yeah, probably. It's probably what they will say. Marcus, happy Friday to you. Thanks for being here. Overwatch looks fun. I had fun in Overwatch when it first came out. I was just really bad at it, and then I kind of... I don't know. I'm not good at PvP, and now we're in Overwatch 2, and when I look at Overwatch 2, I just don't understand why we're in Overwatch 2. I don't understand why Overwatch was not like WoW, where like you just have Overwatch and then you build expansions off of it and you add content to it. I don't understand why there's an Overwatch 2. And since I don't understand why there's an Overwatch 2, it's really hard for me to think about playing the game. Like, I had a lot of fun with it when it first came out as Overwatch 1. When Overwatch 1 came out, I enjoyed the game. I don't feel like I ever skilled up in it, but I enjoyed it. And if we were still on Overwatch 1, and if the game made any effing sense to me, I would still play it today. But for some reason, like, they took a weird path with it. I don't understand what the deal is with Overwatch anymore.
Peace.
And that's ignoring the fact that they made a promise to people that there'd be, like, big PvE parts of the game, and those huge PvE parts of the game they promised, and all that progression doesn't really seem to exist. I'd love a reason to play Overwatch, but it hasn't presented itself. If they had put all the PvE content into the game like they talked about, then that would have been the thing that would have compelled me to check it out again. If all the PvE stuff that they planned for had gone in.
Bless you. May the stars guide you.
Because I'm obviously a person that's more interested in PvE than I am in PvP.
A shot for life.
Level 17. Nice. Classic Plus for mobile. Don't you guys have phones? You guys still don't have phones?
Elune be with
I thought we solved this.
May the stars guide you.
Alright, let's go to the city. Yeah, we have to, we can't fly, right? We have to actually take the boat the first time. I'm pretty sure we can't fly there. BlizzCon opening starts in 30 minutes. Yeah, you guys who are watching it, let me know if anything interesting is said. I'm not going to watch the opening ceremonies. I don't really care. But if they drop anything juicy, sure, I'd love to hear about it from you guys. I'll be waiting to turn BlizzCon on until 4:30 my time. We'll probably come on at like 4:15 and hang out, so that we're ready, so that I've got everything adjusted. Yeah, we will get a Cataclysm announcement, yeah. Burak has it right. Like, we will get a Cataclysm announcement. And that announcement will have details and a time frame. Did you guys just see my boar blink onto the boat like a moment before I got onto the boat? Did that really happen, or is my brain malfunctioning? I saw my pet blink onto the boat a moment before I stepped onto the boat. He just blinked right here. Very, very weird. I'm gonna have to get a new pet. Stutters is living up to his name, actually. If I'm all the way in the boat, less chance that I fall off, right? Oh god. I sat in a chair. I have made a horrible mistake. There we go. Boar blink confirmed. The server knows it's on the boat before I do? What? How did the server know I was gonna go all the way onto the boat? I wasn't on the boat. That's the weirdest part, is like I wasn't on the boat yet. My feet were still on the dock. I'm wondering, how did the server know I was headed towards the boat? That's a little bit strange. Maybe on the server I was on the boat, but like on our side I wasn't on the boat yet. It's kind of weird to me. We shouldn't think about it too much. It's gonna hurt our brains. I knew it. See, quantum entanglement. Mother effer. This is why I said we can't think about it too much. I was always gonna be on the boat, and the server knew that. Yeah. I was always going to be on the boat. There's only one timeline. It turns out there's only one timeline, and the server knows the true timeline. And so the server knew I was going to be on the boat before I did. It's a GM fault. There are no GMs. Not only is a GM not following me around, but there are no GMs. Ooh, where's the pretty sunlight coming from? We're getting this really pretty, like, sunlight arcing through somewhere. I just don't see the source. Huh. Weird. Alright, moving on. I have to remember, like, on the way back, we're going to take the flight path, so we're not going to grab it now. Is that like there is no spoon? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Kimmy Rosie, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Alright, so let's think about this. We want to do everything. Let's train ourselves and our pet first. And then we will think about engineering and first aid. Engineering trainer? Are you telling me that there's not an engineering trainer? Are you telling me that I can't do engineering here? This would be a big disappointment, and I don't really know how I feel about it, if true. But I don't see an engineering trainer marked, and I have it tracked through Questie, and I simply don't see it. And this is gonna set us back. Mike, you told me this? I must have missed it, man. You told me there was no trainer here. I'm sorry, I must have missed it, brother. Yeah, I just must not have been paying attention to chat at the time. Well, that's gonna end us. We're gonna finish up our green stuff, and then we're gonna get out of here. Then we'll be hearthing out eventually. Boop. Okay, and now I need the pet trainer. Now, there was once a time when I tried to find the pet trainer and I could never find it. So, I'm gonna give a look around. I might need your guys' help to find the pet trainer, because you'd think they would just put it right where the hunter trainer is. They didn't do that. So, am I just going in circles here? Here we go. Oh my god. No, I didn't find it. You're another hunter trainer. I don't need another hunter trainer. I need a pet trainer. Stable master's down there. Oh, God. Why? I hate Darnassus. I was upstairs. Do I have to go back? I don't know where the riding trainer's at either. Down here, maybe. Riding instructor. We did this before, guys. We did this before, and I never found it. All right, we're fine. Let's we're changing all of our plans. All of our plans are different now. Not being able to do engineering here was a big detriment. I'm not really happy about that. Part of me is tempted just to go right back to the other lands, to the Dwarven lands and stuff like that. Why do I have this quest? Did I sell my? Oh, I sold my Strider meat, didn't I? Ooh, okay. All right. What do I want to do? You chose poorly. Yeah. Fine. I'm peeling out of here. We're out. We're taking off. That is that. Let's go to Ironforge. Who wants to go to Ironforge? Yeah, I didn't do anything I wanted to do there. Like, I don't know. I hate Darnassus, and I guess I'm over it. At some point, I'll go back to get bows and stuff.
Interest you on a pint?
That was just entirely disappointing and just derailed me. It just completely derailed me. So yeah, here we go. Let's just let's clean this stuff up. Let's clean this stuff up. I think I'm probably not going back to quest. Maybe I'll keep that one because I'm almost done with it. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm going back. Not to quest. I'll go back to grab bows in my own time. But yeah, we have other stuff we can do. There we go. Yeah, I could probably buy it back. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Doesn't matter at all. There we go. We're all cleaned up. I think we're going over to Westfall next. I'll take myself out there later to get bows. The video description's wrong? Is it really? Did I not fix my video description? Thanks, Taffy. No one's told me this entire time. Let's see. It says Dwarf Hunter on my end, man. I see World of Warcraft, Official Hardcore, BlizzCon Day, Dwarf Hunter, Chill Gameplay Walkthrough. Am I wrong? If you're talking about today's stream, I think it's right. If you're talking about a different VOD, then I believe you that it's probably wrong. Yesterday's VOD is probably named incorrectly because I started on the Warrior and then we changed over. But I'll indulge you and I'll have a look really quick. Let's see. Oh, the description. I see. Yeah, the description's wonky. Yeah, description's effed. It's really professional around here. I have a high standard of professionalism, and I don't make any mistakes ever. So, yeah. Not only is that wrong, but the professions are wrong too. There we go. Boop. It's yeah, high level of professionalism, obviously. Okay, that's about as good as it gets for now. Thanks for letting me know, though. I appreciate it. Everyone else who didn't let me know, you all failed me. Delete all comments, yeah.
What's on your mind?
Does the pet never learn anything else? I mean, I keep coming to the pet trainer, people keep saying, you know, train your pet, you gotta train your pet, Robert, you gotta train the pet, level 16, train your pet. Like, I've come to the pet trainer 2 different times, and I've never had anything to train at the pet trainer, so, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to worry about pet training as much as we think I do. I'm not really sure. Maybe I don't need to worry about it until I train a different type of pet. I canceled Classic Plus and my description's wrong. Yeah. Exactly. All the bad announcements that happened at BlizzCon today are my fault. You're all fired. Yeah, mods, it's been real, it's been fun, but none of you noticed that the description was wrong, and you're all fired.
Interesting.
Hey, target dummy, that's cool. Silver contact, okay, I don't know what that's about.
Be seeing you.
Are there any anvils here? Of course there's not an anvil here. Why would there be an anvil where all the engineering people are at? Why would there be one? We just need an anvil to make anything. Why would it exist? Like, this is a forge, that's probably not going to cut it as far as like an anvil is concerned. Optimistic but realistic predictions for BlizzCon? Yeah, it's really simple. Cataclysm Classic announcement. Retail expansion announcement. New season of Classic Era, like Season of Mastery 2 announcement. And then a bunch of speculation and just talking about the future. Yeah, like, the actual announcements are just going to be Retail expansion, Cataclysm Classic, and a new Season of Mastery. They might talk about hardcore, like they said at one point that they would do self-found servers for hardcore eventually, like a self-found style of hardcore server, so they might announce that. But that would be stretching it, I think. A new push for GMs? You mean like GMs, like in the game? For the game to have GMs? No. No. They should invest in AI GMs. They should get some game masters that are just run by AI and populate the game with them. Raising the monthly subscription. Yeah, Red Robin, the monthly subscription has been $14.99 USD for 20 years. They're not going to raise it. So, yeah. They're not going to raise it. WoW is not going to go free to play, and they are not going to raise the subscription price. And if they were, they would not announce that at a BlizzCon. A BlizzCon is for hype, okay? They're not going to announce like a price change at a BlizzCon, because that would kind of negate the point. Be hard to get hyped. Okay, silver bars, sure. I don't have any of those. Modulators, I need bolts. This might still be my best thing. Let's look at target dummies. I need modulators, bolts, and bronze bars. Having a couple of these might be good. I'll create my bronze bars. I'll craft a couple of target dummies. We'll try to keep a couple of them on us at all times. I need 2, let's do 4 here. I need an anvil, right? Son of a biscuit. So I'm gonna have to run out to the Great Forge area then to find an anvil. They don't have an anvil where the engineers are. How does that make any sense? If I need it as an engineer, then they need to have it where the engineering trainers are at. Obviously, like, what the hell? What in the actual hell? Now we have to run out here. Stormwind is better. Yeah, absolutely. In Stormwind, it's all kind of in a central area. Like, you have to run like a couple of feet to get to the engineering trainer, but it's relatively close. Yeah, a lot of running back and forth. It's kind of obnoxious. Oh, I can't do this yet anyway. I don't have a wool cloth, so I'm a big dummy. And I can't do that at all. So we are just right back where we started. Modular. I guess I can make a handful of bolts. Like I can make some of these. Let's do like 8. Seems like an okay amount. I need to eat this food because it's scrambled eggs, and they're going to get cold really quickly. I don't think I need this at all, right? I don't need rough blasting powder anymore. I'm pretty sure I don't need that at all. So rough stones I don't need. And besides the silver, I feel like that's probably all we can do. Can I make a bronze tube for the Duskwood quest? Yeah, I think eventually we can. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself on a flight for Westfall. We're going to start over in Westfall. I am going to take a little bit of a break here, though. I'm going to eat this food. I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm going to give myself, like, I'm going to give myself a little bit of time. Let's say, I don't know, what time is it now? 1:40 my time, 1:50. I'm going to be back in like 15 minutes. Be back around 1:55 p.m. EST. So soon TM. I will pin this comment. I will put myself in flight. I would say, guys, hydrate, stretch your legs, get something to eat, and I will see you guys back here in a little bit. If you can hang out, I'd appreciate it. If you gotta go, I understand. Thank you for being here, and we hope to see you again. I will see the rest of you guys on the flip side. Alright, we are back. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I am going to set my Hearthstone here.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
I will remove the pinned comment. There we go.
Open for business. Safe travels.
Alright, now one of the things we wanted to do was we wanted to train a wolf so that we can get bite. And I think we can do that here. So what do I have to do? I have to call my pet out.
Well met.
I have to stable my pet. Okay, so he's stabled now. And then I have to go tame another pet. Okay, so let's look for like a coyote. Or something like that.
Hey there. See you later. Need help? Light bless you. Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Here we go. I mean, he's like a really low level, but I'm assuming he will level up pretty quickly. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Of course, I was up all that time. I didn't refill my coffee. And now I have lukewarm, shitty coffee. Awesome. Do they like fish? We're about to find out. They don't like fish. Amazing. I have nothing else for you to eat, my friend. So you are about to be incredibly unhappy until we find some boar meat or something to eat. He's got no charge, but he does have a taunt. And I should probably have him work on some lower level enemies here. Okay, his taunt sucks. Got it, got it, got it. All pets have growl? Oh, that's good. Makes sense. We have no TP. Okay, good. How much do I want bite? How much do I want bite? Because this is obviously going to be a pain in the ass. And so maybe I don't care that much. We like our pet has taunt, but it doesn't work. We have taunt, but it doesn't work. It doesn't taunt. So kind of pointless. Maybe if I let him get beat up a little bit, like if I have him get some aggro, maybe he can just get beat on for a minute. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm also going to have to go back and buy him some food anyway. He's not going to eat any of the stuff I pick up. Will he eat eggs? Will he eat anything? Just eat any fucking thing. What about intestines? You don't like boar intestines? I don't know what's wrong with you. This is why I don't play Hunter. Okay, yeah, I don't think I want to do this. I don't think I want to do this right now. I don't want to have this pet. Yeah, I'm already over it. If he would have just ate the fish, then maybe we could have had a relationship. But he didn't want the fish, so yeah, I think I'm out. This is not what I want. Maybe I'll try again some other time. Maybe when we can tame a pet that's like a higher level. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll have a boar that never has the bite ability, and I guess I'll just have to be okay with that. Because this, yeah, I'm not ready to go back to that. I have PTSD about having to kite the enemies, and I'm not willing to go back to that style of gameplay right now. I don't even want to stable him. How do I just get rid of him? How do I drop him on the ground?
For the Alliance. What can I do for you? Be careful. Need help? Go with honor, friend.
I'm never doing that again. we're gonna keep the same pet the entire way. Cause yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, Obesia, I think there's a way to see it in your time zone. I think if there's like I have a page up that shows it in my time zone. Yeah, it's somewhere on the Blizzard site. But yeah, all the times are generically in PDT, which is like California time. But there is a way to get the schedule just to show up in your time on your computer, whatever it's set to. If I type up BlizzCon schedule 2023, I get a link to their site. I can click virtual, I can click schedule, and then it's in my time. Let me see. And then see when I go look at it here, I see the time in my time. See how it has like opening ceremony? This is like it's like 11 o'clock PDT, but when I go through their website and I come here, it actually adjusts it for the time zone that I'm in. So yeah, that helped me a lot. And so see, I can see that the World of Warcraft one that I want to stream is at 4:30 my time, as opposed to seeing it show up at 1:30 PDT or whatever it would have been. But yeah, you got to go to the BlizzCon official site, and then go to schedule. That's how you do that. Should make it a little bit less confusing. Yep. Give him you're in CA. That's good. You're in the time that they designed the show for. Like, you have the most comfortable time slots, you know. You don't have to wait until later in the evening. You don't, if you're in the EU, you know, they have to wait until like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. You have like what the show was designed for people who live in California, to leisurely watch it at normal times of the day. I guess unless you're at work today, and then if you're at work today and you don't have the ability to like pop on at like 3:30 or noon or whatever, then that might suck. But yeah, they clearly think primarily about their own time zone, which makes sense. I mean, it's an at-person show, so, you know, people are going to physically be there. But the times are kind of awkward for people in different parts of the world, I think. Totally worth your mortgage? Yeah, I doubt it. So I have to remember not to use Serpent Sting on these guys. Oh yeah, that's right. We not only that, we can't even fight these guys. We can't fight them. Because the growl doesn't work. So growl doesn't work. I'm not going to fight these guys. I may not even do this quest. It's up in the air whether or not I'll even do this quest. If we get a few levels on these guys, if I can kill them before they get to me type of deal, if I can kill them before they get to me, then maybe I'll do the quest. But yeah, right now, let's kill these guys. They're lower level, and I should be able to get the ochre from them. Also, we're also looking for the handfuls of oats. Yeah, we'll use concussive shot to slow them. Yeah, but I don't think the higher level ones, like, we can't kill them before they get to us, even with concussive shot yet. Eventually, maybe at level 20, we might be able to take them on. I'm not kiting anymore. I've retired with kiting. I'm not kiting enemies. I don't want to do it. So if I can't stand here and kill it before it gets to me, then I'm gonna wait until I'm a higher level. These guys are fine because they're weak. They're a good level to level up my defense and weapon skill. That's a fair point. My inventory is already full because obviously, of course it is. I really need to get my cooking leveled up, a few more points. Let's head over to... Oh, we are at the Saldean farm. We can vendor here, and there's also a kitchen where we might be able to cook. The problem is with all this stuff, I have to obviously be careful with what I vendor. I can't vendor vulture meat, murloc eyes, Gortus snouts, or I can't vendor... Basically, I can't vendor anything, actually. Like, I need, like, all my items. I can vendor this, I think. I can vendor the eggs, possibly. The okra I need. Vulture meat I need. Boar ribs? I mean, I thought I had a recipe for boar ribs, but I don't. Oh wait, yes I do. It's green though, so I don't really care. What else can I get rid of? Light feather. Flask of oil? I mean, we're gonna get a lot of these. I'm not gonna hold on to it right now. Alright, well, I mean, that's a little bit better. It's not super. I really need to get to 85. I can sell one of these. We don't need two of them. I have 2 fishing rods. That's right. That's right. There we go. A chunk of boar meat I can cook.
Light bless you.
Let's go do that. And I can do heavy linen now. That's right. So let's let that run. And I guess right about now, are they doing opening ceremonies right now? Let's see.
Grateful to be part of this community, and in every...
There we go. Yeah, they're doing opening ceremonies. Oh god, it's Yabara. Oh, I definitely don't want to hear Yabara talk. Yeah, Yabara's on stage. Oh, they're talking about how Blizzard is joining the Xbox gaming family. Oh god. Okay. Anyway. I should probably vendor what I cooked.
Light be with you.
There we go.
For the Alliance.
Oh, no, they got Phil Spencer on the stage. They got Phil Spencer on stage at a BlizzCon. It's his first BlizzCon, he says. If you didn't know, it's Phil's first BlizzCon. Yeah. clearly not a big Blizzard fan from like the past, you know. It's his first BlizzCon. I could turn the audio on and we could listen to it if you guys want to listen to it. If you have any interest in hearing anything from the opening ceremony, I could probably just turn the audio on and leave the video off screen. But it's all corporate stuff right now. I don't know if they're going to say anything interesting. They're talking about how StarCraft 2 was a major catalyst for games. I'd love to hear some... I'd love for Microsoft to revive StarCraft, okay? Because, like, think about Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Like, people at Microsoft clearly love RTS. It would be really great if we could get StarCraft back. Yeah, I'd love to have StarCraft back as a franchise, as an IP. It would be really great if StarCraft were not dead in the ground. But right now, it seems like Xbox and Blizzard are just kind of like wanking each other off right now. A lot of like him saying positive things about Blizzard. It doesn't seem like anything really super important. Yeah, it's like they're just wanking each other off. The crowd is applauding. Every 5 words he says, the crowd applauds. They're going to continue to do what they do best, redefining existing genres, creating new, never-before-seen experiences, educating players globally in new ways. Yeah, it's all corporate speak nonsense. Nothing that really probably matters to us. I don't think we're going to get any real, like, news out of the opening ceremonies. He's honored to be here. Phil says the future of Blizzard is brighter than ever. I mean, if Phil says it, we have to believe him. It's better than having Bobby out there, you know. He's out of here now. We're probably not going to see Phil again for the rest of the weekend. It all sounds pretty cringe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you guys would really be interested in hearing any of this shit. It's Yabara back up on stage now. As we learn and grow and get better, blah 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 blah. Start of a new era. I love the subtitles said start of a new error. He said start of a new era, but the subtitle was like it's Blizzard, it's Mike Ybarra. He must have said start of a new error. Start of a new error sounds more appropriate for Blizz. Before he leaves, he wants to take a moment to thank our Blizzard team. And then applause. He didn't even get to say like what he was thanking them for specifically, or like have any positive kudos for them. He said, "I'd like to thank our Blizzard team," and then the crowd like applauded, and he stopped talking. He hasn't started talking again yet. Our Blizzard team, he repeated, and the crowd applauded more. He's not going to be able to get out any words. I think it's more comical with subtitles. Is there a reason why my pet can't taunt at all? Oh, these guys also are immune to taunt. I just keep forgetting about the taunt immunes. It's throwing me off. Apparently, it's hard to read chat and subtitles and play a game at the same time, apparently. Oh god, he's talking about their path forward. Our future is our own. Now he's a character in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. The future is not set. The future is what we make of it. Yeah, he's a character in T2 now. He says they love talking to players. I doubt that. Can we get him on a lie detector machine and have him say that he loves talking to players? Can we do that? He looks like the kind of guy that wouldn't even get into an elevator with me. You know, I'd be in the elevator would stop, I'd be standing there, and he'd be like, I'm taking the next one. So I don't know if he likes talking to players or not. Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who wouldn't share an elevator with the likes of me. Yeah, we love talking to players. There'll be no Q&A for this session, though. No Q&A for this session. But we love talking to players. Just no Q&As right now, please. There you go. Welcome to BlizzCon. Maybe he'll get off the stage now. Oh, we're doing some cinematics. Or we're doing like some kind of montage. We're doing a montage, a cinematic montage with cut-ins of the crowd of real humans looking astonished at the montage. Yeah. Alright, we got our okra. We haven't picked up really any oats, which is sad. It's been Overwatch stuff mostly. Overwatch montage. Yeah, and now announcing Overwatch 3. What you haven't been waiting for. I don't know why, but I feel like these montages just they feel really cringe. Yeah, it feels super cringe. Nothing against anybody who's actually like a physical human in these montages, but like maybe it's the way they're put together. It's kind of cringeworthy. I'd like to go up and get the pocket watch, actually. And now they're talking about Overwatch 2. They got the game director up there for Overwatch 2. Was it a very lukewarm welcome? Yeah, I don't have my audio on, so. I don't know why they think like quoting statistics about the games like makes it seem like the game is good. 79,000 saved by Baptiste, 65 years worth of prop hunts. I love prop hunts, who cares? They like to do the thing now where they quote stats, like they quote numbers, and that they do that in place of saying that the game is doing well. You know when like Blizzard used to give us real numbers, like they'd tell us player numbers and subscription numbers like way back in the day? So like now, instead of giving us like any actual numbers pertaining to how the games are doing, they give us like fake numbers about shit that happens in the game. You know what I mean? Like, in lieu of giving us, like, real data on how the game is performing, they give us fake numbers from shit that happens within the games themselves. You know, they give us cute little statistics that they think take the place of actual data. Look how well our game is doing. 5,648 million hunters have died in hardcore. WoW is doing really well. Red Robin, you just want to see the cosplay? Yeah, is there going to be some Overwatch 2 cosplay? That'd be nice to see. That's probably about the best part of it, I think. as far as Overwatch goes. What, you don't like arbitrary stats? Not when they're presented as like reasons why the game is doing well, or in lieu of like if the game is doing good. Because I think we all know that like the reception of Overwatch 2 has not been great. So like the fact that this guy has no real good numbers is not a surprise. You know, he just has fake made up numbers from within the game. Another mobile game announcement? Not with, hey, Arclight Rumble just came out. Are you guys not all playing Arclight Rumble on your cell phones right now? Are you not playing Arclight Rumble right now as you watch this stream? If not, what's wrong with you? Don't you have cell phones? Yeah. I played it a little bit with my son. He didn't play. He sat next to me and we played a little bit yesterday. It was, you click stuff and drag it places and then things happen and you click things. It's very much a mobile game. So, I don't know yet if it's good or not. I don't like mobile games at all. I think like all mobile games are basically trash. So like, I don't know if it'll ever be good, but it might be fun to play. He thought it was kind of cute. It might be something that I just sit and play with my son a little bit each afternoon. Already being used. This guy's not gonna get out of the cabinet. Look at this guy. Oh, he knows I need to get in here, and he's... Oh, look at this. What is he doing? Is he griefing me? Get out of here! Get out of the cabinet! Alright, he's gone. Are they introducing new characters now? This guy looks pretty stupid. His guns have names? That looks dumb. Muaga, is this a Disney ripoff? It looks like the dad from that one movie, right? Or one of the characters. Moana? Is this a Disney ripoff? I've been talking to you guys for a long time about how the people that make Blizzard games are all Disney kids. And that means that they're all in their mid to late 20s or early 30s now, but they grew up on the new Disney. And so, of course, their games look just like Disney stuff, and their characters look just like Disney characters. Because that's what they all grew up on. And so this is just more proof of that. It's more of the same. It's just more of the same. It's straight Disney. Yeah, I've been talking about this for a long time. Yeah, all the developers at Blizzard now are Disney kids. They're like the people that as adults, they go to Disney on their own to have a good time. And they just enjoy going to Disney World like on their own as adults. Those are the people that, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. I'm not here to yuck somebody else's yum. I wish they weren't the people who were making the games that I love. But yeah, but that's what they do, and so it's not a surprise that all of their art, all of their stories, all of their characters are influenced by Disney very strongly. Like they probably don't even reflectively think about it. If they could step outside themselves for a minute, they would probably see like how much it just looks like a Disney ripoff. It looks like trash. I mean, it kind of does. It kind of does. This is the kind of thing that makes me not want to play Overwatch. Like, I see a character like this. He looks like he's the character from Moana. I don't like that his stupid guns have stupid names, because what kind of idiot names their guns? I hate it. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I think about the original Overwatch characters, and they didn't look this cartoony. And like, also, I don't think those are his shoulders. I think those are tumors, and I think he should go to the doctor and get like a full body scan. Because I don't think those are muscles, I think those are tumors. So there's that too. God. Alright, I'm having a really hard time finding any of the bags of oats. Here's one. He would have been better being bald like The Rock. Maybe. He would not have looked like a character from Moana if he was bald. Yeah, that would have been like a good change. I think the character itself would still be dumb, but oh, it looks like we got another montage going. Oh, we're looking at a montage of the Overwatch World Cup. How exciting! Lots of people there probably care about the Overwatch World Cup. And by lots, I mean like 6 of them. Oh, look at this. There's two bags here. Lucky day. The Overwatch montage also seems cringe. So far, we're out of 2 montages. Both of them have seemed equally cringe. Okay, we're pulling out the people with the progressive haircuts now. We've got some people with the progressive haircuts. We got to get them represented on stage, so that everybody knows that Blizzard employs lots of different kinds of looking people. Still essentially just looking still like an average white person, but we got a progressive haircut, so we're good. We have represented.
Careful.
Still just a white lady, but she's got a neat haircut. The shirt would only work as an Overwatch presenter? Yeah, I mean, unless you're trying to go out for Halloween as Harley Quinn, then that's the only place the shirt works. I don't understand why one side of the shirt is tucked away and the other side of the shirt is not. I don't really know what that's supposed to do. Is it, is it so I can see her hip? I can see her one hip? I don't know about that. Oop. Are they gonna have the tournament now? Are they doing the Overwatch tournament now? I guess I could refer to the schedule. Refer to the schedule, Robert. What? I don't even know what time it is. It's 2:30. No, we're still in the opening ceremony. Oh God, the opening ceremony goes on for a long time. Huh. Okay. It's gangster and edgy. Is it gangster? Is that gangster? Gangsters are different these days. Oh no. Okay, okay. She looks sufficiently gangster. It shows creativity. It absolutely does. Yeah. Does she wear this to the corporate office? Oh, absolutely not. No. No, this is a stage outfit. It looks like she just got her hair done that way also. I wonder if last week this was the haircut she was rocking. I'd love to see a shot from last week at the office. And it would probably look nothing like the person you're currently looking at. I only had time to tuck in half my shirt. They ushered me out on the stage. I was going to tuck it all in. I only had time for half. Now the guy on the other hand, this is probably what he looks like at the office. He probably comes to work just like that. So we have the, on the one hand we have the woman who probably had to like have somebody work on her for 2 hours to get her to be stage worthy, okay? And then we have the dude who he probably looks like that every day. You know, they powdered his nose a little bit and sent him out. It's double standard. Like, dude couldn't even be bothered to shave. He doesn't have a proper beard, and he couldn't even be bothered to shave today. You think they work from home? No, Blizzard made them all return to the office. You don't remember, like, the big scandal where Blizzard made most of them return to the office? They had work from home, and then they ended it. And there was a big to-do about it, and a lot of people were, like, you know, contemplating quitting, then realized they probably couldn't find another job, so they probably never quit. But no, they made most of their staff come back to the office like a year ago. Johnny, good afternoon, man. A little background. I'm reading the subtitles for BlizzCon on my second monitor while we're playing the game. It's the opening ceremony of BlizzCon. And while I'm not going to watch it, I do think it's funny to read some of the subtitles and to make jokes about them. Because that's what's fun around here, I guess. I'm going to get a lot of YouTube comments for how like negative this stream is because of all the crap I talk about this. And I'm just being funny, YouTube people. I'm just being funny. I only mean about 20% of what I'm saying. It's mostly just for comedic value at this point. So don't leave me 5 paragraphs on YouTube about how negative I was towards the Overwatch people. Please. I won't read it, so you might as well not type it. They're doing some new maps for Overwatch. So the opening ceremonies, it seems like they are like announcing stuff and showcasing stuff in the opening ceremonies. So like I'm probably gonna miss some WoW stuff in the opening ceremony, because the opening ceremony seems to go on for quite some time. It started at 2 o'clock. It goes on until like almost 3:30. No, it goes past 3:30. It goes to 3:45. Then there's some, what they call pre-recorded content. I don't really know what pre-recorded content is. It could be another half-hour long montage. But yeah, the opening ceremonies go for a bit, which kind of has me worried that they're going to cycle through all the games, and like they're announcing new maps for Overwatch right now, so, I mean, what are they going to talk about for WoW? I'm probably going to miss WoW stuff at some point. Because I'm not going to be streaming between a little bit after 3 and when I come back on at 4:30 for the WoW panel. Like, I'm not going to be online. I'll be back on at 4:30 for the WoW panel, but it stands to reason that I might miss some stuff here. I'm going to rely on you guys to fill me in on any like WoW stuff I missed from the opening ceremonies. Some of you guys are probably watching this. But there were about 40 more people in my stream before BlizzCon started, so I know some people went off to watch it. Maybe they will report back eventually. His name is literally Mauga. The new Overwatch hero. They have him playable there on the floor at BlizzCon. He's playable right now. I'm sure the 12 Overwatch players that are there are super excited about that. We're into it. We're into a cosplay montage, I think. Oh no, just another weird montage. We are like a half hour in, and this is the third montage that I've seen. They'll leave WoW till last, and then I'm definitely gonna miss that part of the opening ceremony. Yeah. We got a lot of montages though. They put a lot of work into these. It didn't stop them from being cringe, but I can tell they put a lot of editing work into it. It's all just a long ad, yeah. I mean, essentially, a big montage like this is a big advertisement for whatever game it is. In this case, Diablo 4. So yeah, it's basically a big commercial. I think you'll see a lot of this stuff probably in commercials over the coming weeks. Like, segments of the montage will probably show up as commercials. Because, yeah, it is basically a big advertisement. Yeah, like, I'm not interested in this kind of stuff. I just want to hear the actual, like, panels where they talk specifically about stuff about the games. I don't know. Maybe it's more exciting in person. Maybe you're there in person, everyone's screaming, there's giant screens in front of you, you're feeling crushed, oppressed, overwhelmed, a dude is coughing on you. Like, maybe it's more exciting in person. I don't know. Oh, I hate that. How's everyone doing? Everyone having fun? Yeah, they're having fun. They're having more fun now that you asked them if they're having fun. Yay, fun. We all like fun here. Woo. Are you having fun? Yeah, I mean, I guess they probably are. They paid a bunch of money to be there. Did that guy just roll up his sleeve and flex? Is that what he did? Or was he showing off a tattoo? It's probably a tattoo. I wouldn't be showing off my tattoo with flabby little biceps like that. Not on stage in front of God and everybody. It can't be more cringe than a flabby old white dude rolling up his sleeve to show you his tattoo. I mean, yeah, I kind of feel like that's true. It was a necromancer tattoo. Tell him to have fun and then roll up your sleeve and show him your necromancer tattoo. If they weren't having fun before, they're having fun now. Oh god, they're talking about Diablo Immortal. Which I guess makes them a shit ton of money. It makes them so much money. Oh my god. The bad thing is, like, I had more fun playing Diablo Immortal than I had playing Diablo 4. And I think I played Diablo Immortal longer. The only reason I stopped playing Diablo Immortal because it was obviously pay to win. Like, I stopped playing Diablo 4 because the gameplay was bad. I stopped playing Diablo Immortal because of pay to win. Like, the gameplay was fun and fine, and the story was fun and fine. Red Robin, you can't meet a Blizzard employee unless you buy the Portal Pass for $800. Yeah, that makes sense. And then at that point, you meet the interns. Yeah, they let you hang out with the interns at the little kids' table during the luncheon. I'm really trying and failing at finishing up this Bag Full of Oats quest. It's I should focus something else, because this does not seem to be going well. Oh, I see one right up here. That's 6. We need 2 more. A StarCraft 3 teaser at the end of the ceremony. That'd be cool. I would love for Microsoft to bring back StarCraft, and if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Microsoft, because they love RTSs. You can look at the job they did on the Age of Empires 2 remaster, and the fact that they put out like, Age of Empires 4 at all. So I think if we have any hope of getting StarCraft back, it's going to be because of Microsoft, which probably means that it won't happen anytime soon. You get the accounting and marketing interns? Yeah, when you pay for the Portal Pass, absolutely. Yeah, I played a little bit of Age of Empires 4. I actually played a little bit of it on the channel way back when it first came out. It was okay. Who would pay to meet a Blizzard employee? Lifelong Blizzard fans and fanboys and fangirls. Yeah. Like, I think there are lots of people that still idolize people that work at Blizzard. You know, despite everything that's happened with Blizz and everything that's happened with the games, you have to understand that, like, there are so many people still who idolize them, you know? Like, they're still rock stars to some people. Like, to most people, we know that they're just game developers, they're human beings, they make mistakes, they do good sometimes, other times they mess up. And they're just people, you know, they're corporate employees to most of us, but there are still plenty of people to whom they are like rock stars, basically. That's the kind of person that's going to pay for the Portal Pass. It's the kind of like the whales who spend all their money on the cash shop, you know. Diablo 4, they're adding a target dummy. Ooh, spicy, a target dummy. Like, aren't the majority of enemies in Diablo 4 just basically target dummies? Like, do you need an actual target dummy for people to go practice builds on? Can't you just run outside of town and just start cleaving through mobs and then practice your build that way? You need a target dummy? Okay, target dummy. I swear, they can't even get a full sentence off before people start screaming and cheering. Like, they can't talk coherently about any subject because people in the crowd will not shut up. Let them finish a statement, people. You don't know what they're going to say yet. How do you know that you should cheer? How do you know that you should cheer? You heard it here. D4 is saved. It's saved by the target dummy. Finally, I can practice my build in the safety of town. Oh, they're doing a 6-week in-game FOMO experience starting December 5th. So, you know, for all of you affected by FOMO, you mark your calendar, December 5th. A new in-game event in Diablo 4 available for a limited time only. If you miss out, you'll never get to experience the content. Why would you want to spend time making content for a game that's not, the content's not going to be evergreen, it's not going to live forever? How does that make sense? They look like a bunch of people paid to cheer every 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm sure there are like applause signs going off. Like a studio audience for like a sitcom, you know?
Hello. See you around.
Oh, they're adding a new type of weekly challenge. More FOMO. You gotta log in every week. You gotta get that challenge done. If you don't, you are missing out on resources, materials, loot. Gotta have those weekly challenges. I think they're about to do a teaser for the Diablo 4 expansion. I think they're doing a teaser for an expansion. Oh god. They're already announcing a paid expansion? Oh yeah, they got some kind of cinematic. Diablo 4, the Vessel of Hatred. Otherwise, what Blizzard calls their fans. The Vessel of Hatred. That's what they refer to every Diablo 4 player and streamer as, a Vessel of Hatred. Tell us how much it's going to cost. $59.99 USD, $99 USD. What's it gonna be? It's probably not gonna be $39.99 USD. It's probably gonna be more than that. Vessel of Hatred. Michael, is the Dwarf Pally still alive? No. Check the last couple minutes of the last Pally VOD for fun death times in hardcore. Yeah, it was super unfortunate, but you know, when one journey ends, another begins. So I'm not too broken up about it. I'm more broken up for the 23 gold I lost on that character. Alright, we're launching into another montage. Oh, we're launching into a WoW montage. Maybe I will get to see some WoW stuff while I'm still here. Yeah, we're all over the place. It's not just WoW. It's just another weird ass montage, okay? It doesn't have any purpose except to fill time. I'm not sure. They've got big letters up. Something has just begun. Now we cut to South Park. Fun times. Will you see another paladin in about 6 months, probably? It's about a 6-month cooldown between paladins. Did I finish the cooking quest? I need Murloc eyes. Let's go get our Murloc eyes. We're actually right here. Right where we need to be completely randomly. They're doing some of the old Mr. T Mohawk commercials from like the early 2000s. They're just calling back to like anything they can dig up from the past, where WoW was popular in like mainstream media. They're harkening back to every single instance where WoW was popular in the mainstream media, and that's what this montage is about. It's a big advertisement montage. It's a montage of current and former advertisements, which is a strange way to do something, but apparently it's what works. And now we might be talking about Warcraft. Okay, I might unmute this part. I don't have long before I have a hard stop, but
Dawn Height.
yeah. I'm gonna unmute this part. Oops.
And thank you. And we are.
It's probably gonna be cringe, but I want to hear some of it.
Anybody here for Warcraft today? Yeah! Big shout out to the Warcraft teams. They are so happy to be here today. We have so much cool stuff to show you. So
Let's listen to John for a bit.
my Warcraft teams. Can you believe that almost 30 years ago, a dispute between orcs and humans led to one of the longest running fantasy adventures in video game history? Right? Generations of players have called Azeroth home. Teenagers that first played Warcraft when it was released, I know you're out there, are now parents. Right?
Yeah, it's cringe.
Raising new heroes to take on the raids and battlegrounds of this timeless adventure. It's those shared stories of Azeroth, both in-game and out, that make up this universe. Today is a great day for Warcraft. This is the beginning of a bold new chapter that will take us through the next 3 decades and beyond.
It will take us through the next 3 decades and beyond.
With a variety of games to entertain you, we welcome everyone to find your community. Okay, Alliance. Just practice. We're going to give you a chance to do a little louder later. Throughout the taverns of Azeroth, tall tales of adventure are...
There are no taverns in Azeroth. There are only inns. There are no taverns.
Of Hearthstone. Yeah.
There are only inns.
I like to imagine humans and orcs getting together, showing off their collections, and boasting of their deeds. But in the basements of those same taverns, they're playing...
Oh, we're doing Hearthstone stuff. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He lied to us. It's not just that we're doing Warcraft, World of Warcraft. We're doing everything. Yeah, they're talking about Warcraft Rumble now.
Battlefields and dungeons of Azeroth
Oh God.
in the palm of your hand. And
He tricked
finally,
us. We thought we'd hear about
World of
WoW.
Warcraft.
Oh, we got there. No, we're not going to learn anything here. That's cool screen art. I like their screen art for their big screens.
Where we are the champions, fighting alongside each other.
He's not going to say anything meaningful, is he?
Almost 20 years ago, WoW revolutionized online communities and reimagined the enduring entertainment of massively multiplayer gaming. The very first BlizzCon was introduced our first expansion. So it's only fitting that we're here today to lay the foundation for WoW's future.
Here we go. The foundation for WoW's future. Here it is.
Azeroth is a home we can always escape to. a home that is always waiting for us. Together, we build this universe. Our teams craft the worlds and the adventures, but it is all of you who bring it to life. You are the heartbeat of the brand new adventures that are about to unfold. From all of us on the Warcraft teams here at Blizzard Entertainment, thank you.
That's it. No actual reveal. Just thank you.
Please welcome from Hearthstone.
Okay.
Lead designer Cora Georgiou.
All right, that's fine. So yeah, we didn't learn anything. So the opening ceremonies, we're not gonna learn anything cool. Okay, now we know. Sorry, I thought he might say something like meaningful or anything since it's John Haidt, but no, he didn't. My bad. My bad. We what a nothing burger. Yeah, we got to listen to that guy talk for like 5 minutes and he didn't say anything. He got us to listen to him talk for 5 minutes and he didn't say a damn thing. All right, now we know. We should have already knew that. Lots of words and no content. Yeah, that's corporations for you. Lots of words, but no actual content or meaning. But he said words. He said the predictable words you might expect. I'd love to find the last handful of oats. That would be really cool. Like, supposedly I can find it all over the place, but I don't see any. I feel like Hearthstone as a game is kind of like on its way out. I don't feel like Hearthstone is like really big or really important to them anymore. And I mean, on top of that, it's super pay to win, so I think that might be why people don't like it. People don't tend to respond well to pay to win things. Unless they're a whale, like the whales respond well. Oh, son of a... This guy's gonna beat us to it. There's one over here. I gotta pivot to this one. Okay, there we go. We did it. Old Blanchy can live another day. Let's turn this one in. That'll get all the meat and stuff out of our inventory.
Hey there. Farewell.
Then I can vendor stuff safely. Our inventory's full. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know it's full.
Be careful.
I'd love for you to take all the things. Oh my god, she's not gonna let me turn the quest in.
What can I do for you?
Okay.
For the Alliance.
Well met. Safe travels. See you around. Have a good one.
It's bold of them to assume they'll have 30 more years of WoW expansions. Yeah, it absolutely is atrocious to say like that the next expansion is going to pave the way for the next 30 years. Give me a break. That's supposing an awful lot. Yeah. Alright, so we've got like a lot of the lower level stuff done. Our inventory is still in the shittiest place it's ever been. I'm just gonna have to literally sell everything. I'm just gonna have to sell everything. What have I got going on? I don't need. I gotta sell everything right now. I'm at a point where I'm incredibly frustrated with my inventory. So, the hops I can probably I can't afford to keep any of this stuff. Boar intestines I gotta get rid of. I don't really think I need rough stones anymore. I'm gonna sell them. I can learn a bunch of these cooking recipes.
Be careful.
Showdown in the Badlands is the new Hearthstone expansion. Showdown in the Badlands. The Badlands is one of the most boring zones in the game. So, I don't know about that. I can make some mud snappers. That'll get us to 85, and then I can learn the other cooking recipe that we have. Yeah, I think of all of Blizzard's games, Hearthstone is the one that I care about the least. Well, I mean, I guess Hearthstone and Diablo 4 are probably kind of tied. Yeah, I care about I care about this game not at all. Like, I don't think there could ever be a Hearthstone announcement that was in any way exciting to me. It's crazy to me sometimes that they kept supporting Hearthstone, but they did not keep supporting Heroes of the Storm. I guess because like in Hearthstone, you can make a card game pay to win because people are kind of used to pay to win from real life card games like Magic the Gathering and stuff. They're used to being able to go to a card shop, buy the best card they can buy, and then they can pay to win. But so I guess it's easier to justify Hearthstone being pay to win than making like a Heroes of the Storm type of game be pay to win. And obviously pay to win is where you get like all your biggest whales. If somebody can pay for the best cards and they can win the game, then lots of whales are going to come out of the woodwork. So I guess that's the difference. Johnny, stop it. Johnny says, I play Hearthstone before I play retail. No, man. No, you'll check out 11.0. Come on. Come on. Don't play Hearthstone. Hearthstone is pay to win. Can't support that. What's a whale? In the terms that I'm using it, a whale is someone who is willing to spend a shit ton of money on an in-game cash shop. It's someone who will buy every cosmetic released, every new mount that comes out, they buy it. They grab all the bundles in retail for the extra trader attendees so they can go to the trading post and get everything from the trading post. A whale is someone with a ton of money, and they are willing to spend that on an in-game cash shop. That is what I'm talking about when I say whale in this context. It's not always pay-to-win stuff, though. That's the problem. Yeah, pay-to-win is what's going to lure a whale in the easiest. But no, a lot of times it's people who will buy all the cosmetics, all the mounts. Like, it's not always pay-to-win. It's just that, like, pay-to-win, like, yeah, like if you're a whale and the game is pay-to-win, that's good for you. Like, that's a great game for you to play because you are going to spend money no matter what. So if you can pay-to-win, even better. You know, you can't lose. All right, let's see. Let's clean this up. I feel like we could still do some work here. I have a bunch of Gortus snouts that I simply don't need.
Greetings.
There we go, that looks pretty good. Alright guys, I would love to keep hanging out. I've had a great time today. Thank you guys all very much for being here. I appreciate it. I do have to go. I have a hard stop just about right now. Gotta go get my son from school. I will be back on in like a little less than an hour and a half. Like an hour or so, I will be back on, and then we'll be looking at the first WoW panel of the afternoon, which for me is going to start at 4:30 Eastern time. So I will be scheduling that stream, and I will be back on then, and we will have a look at the WoW What's Next. And then later this evening at 6:30 my time, we will be looking at the World of Warcraft Classic What's Next. So 4:30 and 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be back. Thank you guys for being here. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world, and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.